Hey guys, this is Arkel here, and I'm going to go ahead and start off this video by saying this is going to be really rambly and nonsensical and obviously very uninteresting to look at visually. So if you guys don't want to listen to that, then by all means just click away. And obviously doll related because, yeah, because I'm crazy. Anyway, but yeah, so I wanted to go ahead and, oh, first of all, I have River and Rem over here. They just look so cute. Like, oh my gosh, I cannot get over how adorable a USD looks in, like, an MSD's hands. It's just the most cute thing ever. And especially, like, because River, his little paw hands, kind of look like they're sort of, like, cupped a little bit. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of looks like he's actually sort of doing a little grabbing motion with his hand. So it's just the perfect, most cutest thing ever. And River loves children, so, like, I'm sure that, yeah, they're just so cute. Anyway, and then my other dolls really like kids very much, or they're kids themselves, so, you know. Anyway, yeah, so I thought they would be really cute to have in this video. But anyway, that is definitely not what I'm rambling about. I am going to ramble about, I've mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but I'm going to ramble about the Unoa girl pre-orders. So I kind of did a little calculations as far as funds go, and I didn't think I'd be able to actually make it work, but kind of re-evaluating like my funds and also the time of year, I think it's going to be very possible. I kind of forgot that it's sort of tax season, and maybe you guys might judge me for this, but I always use my tax return for myself. It's one of the few things that, like, I will use willingly to spend as little luxuries for myself. Usually I never do that with my money. I try not to indulge too much, but, you know, tax returns, like, you get them once a year, and if you do have any returns to get, it's always, I think, I don't know, like, I think you should use it for yourself, because, I don't know, I just always think you should. So anyway, it is tax season, and I'm kind of thinking that I will probably be able to get in on the Unoa pre-order because of that, amongst other things. And I'd completely forgotten about that, and I'm like, oh man. So yeah, I mean, the announcement was only made like 2 days ago, but it's so hard to explain. Like, again, it's gonna be rambly, so I'm sorry if it don't make any sense and this gets rather long, but I've actually heard other people in the doll hobby experience the same thing, but sometimes, like, I guess in this hobby, you see a certain sculpt and you immediately think of a certain character of yours, or maybe not of yours, but just every time you see that sculpt, you think of that character. Like, it's really hard for you to just be like see another person's doll, like that same sculpt, and see it as their character, because you're like, wait, no, that's my character, that's this character. Like, it's really hard for you to just unsee that doll as that certain character. And for me, the Assist is that doll. Every time I see an Assist, I think of one specific character of mine, and I'm not going to say what that is yet, maybe not all of this video, but every time I see that doll, I think of that character. I cannot unsee it. And it's funny because for the longest time, I haven't really seriously thought too much about shelling that character as a doll, because I had kind of intended on getting an SD doll for that particular character, just because that character is somewhat more mature. I wouldn't necessarily say physically, but anyway. So I was just really intent on getting that character as an SD sized doll, but for the life of me, I just could not find an SD sized doll that I thought fit both the face and as well as the body. And there was a few sculpts as far as facial wise that I thought might work, but then I would have to hybridize the body because it never worked out where the face was what I liked and the body as well. And just the type of body that I would want for that particular character is really hard to find in SD. It's just kind of, yeah. So anyway, whenever I see the Unoa cyst, I can't get that character out of my head. Like, as much as I had tried to sort of push myself to getting that character in an SD form, I literally just always keep getting drawn to the Unoa cyst and be like, no, that is the perfect shell for that character. Like, it's perfect. And what really makes me think that is because of the faceplates. The Unoa, like, dolls, they have so much, like, life and personality because of the way they sculpt the faceplates and the different expressions that they have. And this particular character, like, it just has a lot of character, like, expression, and just a lot of very, what's the word, like, dramatic expression and character, like, to, anyway, I don't want to give too much away, but I just think that would be, like, I just keep getting drawn to that sculpt for that character, and I just can't unsee it. And really, I think that it's kind of maybe meant to be that way, because like I said, I was trying so hard to, like, put that character into an SD size doll, and it just hasn't been working for me. Like, I just can't seem to find the right fit. So I think just the way that the event period just sort of, like, happened, and just, you know, finding out that I will probably have enough funds to actually do it, and just whenever I see that sculpt, I see that character, I really, really, really think that I should go for it. And I'm not going to say too much, but I'm sure that if you guys, well, when you guys find out what I would be doing with that doll, I'm sure a lot of you will be very, very excited, to say the least. Those of you who know my characters anyway, I'm sure once I say what my plans for that doll would be, you guys are gonna just flip. I probably already given it away, but shh. Anyway, yeah, so I'm really, really excited. I can't explain it. Like, it's just, I don't know, like, I'm really, really happy, and just kind of maybe even relieved that I think I finally have a set goal for this particular character, and maybe even for the hobby too. Because like I said, when I first joined the hobby, I wanted a lot of YoSD size dolls, and then I sort of moved into MSDs, and I've always kind of wanted SDs, but I've never really wanted a huge collection of them. So maybe it's just good that I've, like, reevaluated what I wanted for that character, and that will also make me reevaluate what I want for my other characters as well. So anyway, this is long and rambly. I'm gonna stop, but basically what I wanted to say is that I am probably about 99% going to get in on this Unoa pre-order. And yeah, I'm really, really excited. I've always wanted an Unoa, and I just, again, like, it's one of the few sculpts that every time I see it, I see that character. Like, I can see a million different Soom Shales and not see Faustus, even though he is a Soom Shale. But literally, whenever I see an Unoa cyst, I think of this character. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now, but I just want to go ahead and mention that, and just fangirl, because that's what I do. I fangirl all the time. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you know what character I'm talking about, don't spoil it. Shh.